Hey everybody, how you all doing? So our sneak preview, you probably figured out what it was. It was As the World Falls Down by Bowie. So I am of the opinion that there's no bad Bowie songs. They're just Bowie songs that were over your head until such time as you understand them. Because as I get older, I realise the man was better than I ever thought he was. So this is from the movie Labyrinth. It's kind of... Yeah, all the stuff of that time period suffers from production, I think, that nearly the sound of it put you off. But this is really pretty. So it's really getting hard nowadays to play along to things without getting a copyright strike. But let's see how we do. All right. The light isn't great. You'll have to bear with me. I'm going to do this on my PV foundation. Nice, isn't it? I do like this bass actually. So let's give playing along to it. It's from 1985 or 86, whenever Labyrinth came out. I think it was recorded in 85, released in 86. I don't know. On bass is Will Lee. You don't know who Will Lee is, look him up. Will Lee. Absolutely amazing bass player. He was on one of those, he was in the band on one of these late night talk shows like David Letterman, one of them. But like off the top of my head, he played on, Walk Between the Raindrops from the Knife Light album. Like that'd be enough for me. Be enough. If I done that, it'd be, oh yeah, I can stop now. Incredible. Anyway, Will Lee doing his thing. So let's play along, right? So let's hope that doesn't get us a copyright strike. I tried not to do too much of it. And I have referenced the light already for all the good it's doing. It's like the old joke, isn't it? That the fellow goes to the doctor and the doctor gives him suppositories. The next time he's in, the doctor says to him, how'd you get on with them suppositories? He says, for all the good they did me, doctor, I may as well have been shoving them up my arse. Anyway, this starts on an A. Now, there's no video of Will Lee playing this, and doubtless, as sometimes happens, someone will come on and say, well, actually, it's open. Cool. But this is the way I heard it, number one, and number two, figured a way around playing it, and I had to play it and sing it at the same time, so the least confusing way was the best. Now, so the riff is this, right? You could play it like this, look, without moving at all, or you could play it down here, like that, play it down there. But the reason I don't think it's there is because if you listen closely, you can kind of hear the slides. That. So. Sorry. You kind of hear that. You can do it there. Or you can do it like that. I don't think it's that. I think what we do is and I could be wrong because there's no video, but this is my idea of what this is. Okay, we're going to start on the A here, which is the 5th fret on the E string, and it's two notes. Now they're actually like that, dun, dun, like not, which is what I played on the when I was doing the sneak preview. It's like that, those long notes, and then so you do that with your index finger, and I kind of use my index finger to slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the A string. So, it doesn't really matter how you get there. And then I use my little finger to slide from the 9th fret on the D string up to the 11th fret on the A string. So you get this. Okay, now the intro is interesting because the first part of it I think is in 6/8. I'm terrible at this stuff. So it kind of waltzes along before the bass comes in. When the bass comes in, this only happens once. He does this riff that I've just shown you, right? Does that twice. Now this is a little harder. It's the A again, but this time he's going to go to the 9th fret on the A string to the 12th, I think, on the D. Hang on. Yeah. So the first, so that one again, 5th on the E, slide up to the 9th on the A, and slide again up to the 12th on the D. So it's 2 different chords, right? So all right, then the vocal comes in, and we'll break there, and I'll do the bit for the vocal. Alrighty, and a lot of noise out there today, so I hope the mic isn't picking up too much of it. There's strumming going on, or weed whacking as you Americans would call it, weed whacking, or and then there's a lot over there with a console as well, cutting concrete, so it's starting to sound a bit like a motorbike race, but I'm going to move this down a wee bit so you can see more of the bass, okay? There we go, more on my right hand. Alright, so when he starts to sing, the great David Bowie, who could sing the phone book, when he starts to sing, we have this first riff that we got, right? There's such a sound deep in your eyes. Where we got that? And he's going to play it next as an F sharp, right? So we go to the 2nd fret on the E string. A kind of pale jewel. Now the way I do that, I bridge across. So you go with your index finger on the 2nd fret of the E, and then you can either use your 3rd or your 4th finger, but I bridge across basically with my little finger, and you're going to go 4th fret on the A to the 4th fret on the D string, and you get the octave of that first note. So it's all right. So go, there's such a sound deep in, and again, open and close. Now, the next note is an E, and you could play it here, but I think it's here. And the reason I think it's there is because it gets you in position for the following note, which is a D. So, deep in your heart, it's in your heart. All right, so it's a D. So it's basically the same riff as the first time, right? But, right, so it's the same as this, but you're down a string. So 5th fret on the A string this time, sliding up to the 7th fret on the D string, up to the 11th fret on the G, and it goes again. But this time, because the chord is major to minor, you're going to go to the 10th fret. So, and then back to the first riff in the A, right? Right, so you with me? So it goes, there's such a again, open and close, it's in your places. Now, there's all these wee little bits, little riffs, and this is one of them. He just goes from the 9th fret on the D to the 11th fret on the D, just like that, and that brings him back in. So, and then he's back. There's another one after it. Right, and that comes up in the next verse. There's another one. There's loads of little ones like that. Actually, we'll go through those individually, okay? So that's the verses. That's the way those go, the verses go. Yeah, let's do the pre-chorus. Okay, so this is this first one of these little riffs I was telling you about. It happens at 54 seconds, right? So he goes. So what's happening there is after the riff he goes, so that's the end of that riff. He goes back to the 9th fret, to the 7th fret on the D, so it goes 11, 9, 7, and then 9 on the A string. And then he slides down as kind of to the 2nd fret on the B, right? So slow, it's so there's loads of these little things. I'd say it was a production decision to kind of make things a little more interesting. Do you know what I mean? So that's how that goes. All right. Let's do the pre-chorus like I thought it was going to. This is tricky to hear because there's an awful lot of the stuff is buried under the vocals. So what he's doing, he goes to the B on the 2nd fret. Again, I don't know the positioning, but these are the notes, right? So B on the 2nd fret of the A string, as the pain to the, and he plays the octave on the 4th fret of the G string. Now my little finger is acting up, right? So I don't know if you can see that. See the way it's kicking off to the left. So I think it's after I got carpal tunnel that didn't get to it quick enough. That's kind of a bit skew-if, and I tend to I tend to play with that part of it as opposed to the pad, and I've got to try work on that. But it's harder to be playing here is to undo something. Anyway, so we're going to go B, 2nd fret with index finger on the A string, and then at the same time you put your 4th finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and you go right. So 1, 2, 1, up there, right? As the pain makes through, and then you go B to the 4th fret on the A string, and we're going to go to the 5th fret on the A string, and we're going to do the same thing with the octave, which is now the 7th fret on the G. That's the one that's buried under the vocal. You really need to listen for that. So it goes. Now, this bit would catch it out. It's an F sharp. So you have to go to the 2nd fret on the E of the E string, open A, and you do the octave on the 2nd fret of the G string and back down. So those patterns are the same. And there's just little interconnection tissue of passing notes. So again, and now the bridge to get you to that open A is the 2nd fret on the E. Back to the F sharp, hang on. All right, so how you get there, let's do that separately, I'll show you. We got this. And then we're going to get down to this F sharp by using the A flat, 4th fret on the E string. And one note there, and go to the octave, which is the 4th fret on the D string, and you're going to slide from the 4th fret up to the 5th fret and back, like. All right. Let's just practice that bit. So slowly it goes. And back to the F sharp. Then you're back into that riff, okay? And that's why you use this bridge. You're back to this F sharp. So from the top. This bit. And back to there. And then up to the 4th fret. I mean, who'd do that? Would you go, you? Would you have the courage to do that? I wouldn't. But he's Bowie. All right, let's leave it there. And then you've got the that middle part over the solo. And I'll do all the, if you want to, all the little incidental little riffs. And that'll be it. So this is the end of part 1. Thanks for watching.